everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, welcome to another edition of Ready, Set, Go VDF. Damien here with your action step for this week to go forth and make money, help homeowners, make deals, have fun inside of VDF. So, that's it. What this is? Close look, you know what it is? Wait, what's that? If you guessed it's a deal in the bag, you were right. Today on Ready, Set, Go VDF, I'm going to show you how to make a real estate deal in a bag. That's right, whether you're brand new to investing, you've been doing this for a while, whether you're working part-time, full-time, whatever it is you're doing, I'm going to show you how to make a real estate deal in a bag. It's going to be simple, it's going to be fun, you're going to help someone out, you're going to make a deal, and you're going to make money all inside the virtual deal factory. Now, I love things that come in bags, especially brown bags. My mom used to pack a brown bag lunch for me when I was in school. I'm Italian, my family's Italian, and for any of you that are Italian and know Italians, you know, food is religion for Italians. And so, growing up, like no son of my mom was ever going to eat cafeteria food, nothing against those people who do. So I always packed a great lunch, and it was great because when everybody else went to the cafeteria and they were scrambling around, where's my lunch money, and what's for lunch, oh my goodness, the pizza's made of rubber, it's not any good, and there's none of the good bagels left. I always had my lunch in a bag, all done for me, all wrapped up. It was great every time, and that's what I'm going to show you how to do the same thing with real estate by doing a real estate deal in a bag inside the virtual deal factory. Now, I'm going to put this over here. Don't get scared. Stay right here. Don't worry about it. And what we're going to do is we're going to talk about how to do this. And you see, the way we're going to do this is we're actually going to do it a little by going a little backwards. You see, most people start in real estate, especially newer investors, and they go, where's a great deal? Let me find a great real estate deal. And then they have to try to find financing, and then they have to find an investor or buyer, so on and so forth. What we're going to do is we're going to go, we're going to spin things around, and we're going to start with the buyer. Okay? Now, as I explain this, I want to talk about what to do with the buyer. I'm going to talk about how to help them, how to post them inside the virtual deal factory. And then I'm going to talk about, of course, where to find them in case you don't have a buyer already. You're going to find out that everybody, you're watching this video, you have a buyer. Tell me that. You can see in a moment. So, inside the virtual deal factory, one of the great and many great and awesome and profitable things you could do is you could actually post your buyers inside the virtual deal factory. Now, when we decided to do this, Mark and I, we were a little hesitant because I was like, well, I'm not sure people will understand it. And honestly, a lot of the VDF members still don't understand it because here's how most investors think, right? Most investors think, I have a buyer. Hello.
Hello.
Right? We have a buyer here, Mr. Sacco, and we go, this is my buyer. He's mine. He's mine. Stay away from my buyer. We don't want anybody to come near our buyer, right? But that's not the way we want to look at it. See, because inside the virtual deal factory, what you're able to do is you're able to post your buyer up there, let everybody know about your buyer, and now instead of just being limited to the deals and your deals and your resources, you have everybody inside the virtual deal factory that can help your buyer. And again, their contact information is never displayed. Never. You're the contact person. So what you're able to do is you're able to go to Mr. Buyer, and you'll be able to say, Mr. Buyer, where would you like to live?
In a shoebox.
Okay, so Mr. Buyer wants to live in a shoebox, and how much are you looking to spend on that shoebox?
8 buttons a month.
Okay, so he wants to spend 8 buttons a month to live in a shoebox. Now, what you're able to do is take those buyer details, put them inside the virtual deal factory, and now you're not just limited to your inventory of homes, and maybe you don't even have an inventory of home because you're brand new. Instead, you're able to have all the other virtual deal factory members, all the other hundreds and hundreds of deals. You have access to all of them to help find a deal for your buyer. And this means you can help them, you can make an assignment fee, bird dog fee, finder's fee, whatever it is. You can split the profits with whoever it is you work with. The point is you can make a deal happen very, very simply, very, very fast. It's all in the bag. Very, very simple. So now you understand why it's so important to post your buyer leads.
I hope you understand this.
You got to understand this, all right? Really, really important to post your buyer leads. Don't just hoard them and hide them in the closet. Get them up there. Plus, you want to make sure that you work with your buyers as quickly as possible. Otherwise, they will move on. They will find other opportunities, especially in this market. So the other thing that's great about posting buyer leads is you can work with anybody around the entire country. So even if you find, your cousin Ruby from Kalamazoo wants to buy a property, and you're like, I don't know anything about Kalamazoo, but you know what? There is an investor inside the Virtual Deal Factory who does have access to deals there, so you can still help her, and you can still make a real estate deal. So I hope you understand now why it's so important to post deals inside the Virtual Deal Factory. Now let's talk about how to post them. Very, very simply. You just go in right, probably above your head right now if you're inside the Virtual Deal Factory. You just hit buyer leads, and you'll see add buyer lead in there. You'll put the details again of your buyer lead. You will be the contact person. They will not contact your buyer lead directly, but you'll put in the information like where they're looking to move, they want to buy a shoebox, how many buttons they want to spend a month, or whatever the thing is. And then you have other investors that will come that bring deals to it. And you could also, reach out to other friends in your investor network, all the friends you've added inside BDF, and say, hey, I have a buyer who has a deal for me. Okay, or you can just search members and then search for members in the area you're looking at and say, hey, I know we haven't spoken before, but you're inside BDF and I have a buyer in your area. Tell me what you can do so we can help them out and make a deal together. Very, very simple. So that gets to the last part of Ready, Set, Go BDF is where do we find buyer leads? Now, there's two simple answers and two easy answers and two very regular answers. I'll give you very, very quickly. First of all, there's tons of online and offline marketing to do, and I'm not here to talk about that, not in this video, but certainly, Craigslist, putting up flyers, doing all that stuff. You can generate buyer leads like that. Also, obviously, inside the Virtual Deal Factory, there are buyer leads that we put in, private buyer leads that Mark and I put in. There's also buyer leads from other investors. Again, but you want to bring your own buyer here. So that's what we're going to talk about. I'm going to talk about how simple it is to do it. You see, because everybody has a buyer lead. You don't realize it yet, but you're going to see in a minute. Everybody has a buyer lead. How, Damien? How's that possible? Well, you see, you ever see that commercial, the hair commercial? She told a friend, I think it was a Pantene commercial maybe, and she told two friends, and she told two friends, and that's how it is. You see, because let's say yourself right now, let's say you have your brother, Ogre. Hello, Ogre. And you have your neighbor, Spaceman, right? And you go, I only have two friends, Ogre and Spaceman, my brother Ogre and Spaceman. They're not buying any properties. Okay, maybe they're not. But Ogre and Spaceman, they know other people. So when you reach out to them, they know other people. And they know people who are going to buy real estate. They know the Snake family. They know Wizard Man. They know, look at this. I don't know if it's going to stand up. Oh, it flew away. I don't know if it stand up. They know that. Oh, he took everybody out. They know little Batman here. He doesn't want to stand up. He's not really mobile, so we're going to leave him down here. Anyways, they know other people, and I'm telling you, they know people who are going to do real estate deals. And as long as you position yourself right, as long as you let them know about what you do, you are going to have opportunities. Now, when I was shooting this video, when I am, right now, well, I was thinking about shooting this video. I said to myself, is that really true, Damien? What about you? If I wanted to, if I said right now, just out of the blue, I want to do a real estate deal, I have nothing, could I just talk to people? And I said, wait a second, let me think. In the last 45 days, right, my oldest friend, Dave, from back home in New York, just bought a home. He just bought a townhome in the city. I have my members manager from my main company, Done Few Deals, Lee. She just bought her first home with her brand new husband. I have my brother-in-law, Randy, who wants to move to Florida and go into lease purchase option. I have our head developer, Doug, who's looking to buy his first place down in Florida. I have my cousin, Jimmy, who's looking to buy a home. And even Charlene and I are about to buy a home. So just by that, just by stopping and thinking. And when I first thought about it, I said, I don't really know. Who do I know? I'm giving advice. They can look to follow. Who do I know? You know somebody. Trust me. I know somebody. You know somebody. I don't know these people because I'm like hanging out in some big circles. It's just people I know, people I grew up with, people I bumped into. When you talk to people, and I just met somebody at church the other day that was talking about as soon as they get a job, they want to buy a home. So there's buyers everywhere. I'm telling you. Talk to people you know. If they don't know somebody, they know somebody. I'm telling you, unless you live on the planet Mars, if you know 3 people, they each know 3 people, and out of somebody in the next 90 days is looking to buy something, move or something like that, and that's your buyer lead. And once you have it, it doesn't matter where it is in the country, it doesn't matter if it's a property you do or don't have access to, in the virtual deal factory because you have access to everything. You're now nationwide. You're now virtual. The entire globe is your backyard now with the virtual deal factory. So that is how you make a real estate deal in a bag. Maybe it sounds too simple. Maybe it's like, Damien, come on, that's way too easy. Really, creative real estate can be that easy. Again, yes, a lot of times you get, it's contracts and there's forms, and there's different parts of the business. But at the end of the day, it's about finding a solution. And when you're inside the virtual deal factory, you're able to take a buyer who might be looking at retail properties or might not be able to qualify traditionally, and you're able to bring them solutions nobody else can. And even if you're brand new, even if you don't have properties, you now have the connections and the entire marketplace to work with them. So that's how you make a real estate deal in a bag. Don't just watch this video. Don't just say, wow, that was cool. Don't just say, wow, Damien really does have bath toys. Do it. Go out there and do it and share your success story. Mark wants to hear it. I want to hear it. Vinny Vilfrini wants to hear it. And we want to share it with all the BDF members. Deals are being made every single day inside of the virtual deal factory. Action is happening. Papers are being signed. Money's being had. Homeowners being helped. Be a part of it. Don't sit back. Get in there. If we believe in you, you can do it. Go make a real estate deal in a bag. I will see you next time on Ready, Set, Go BDF.